Hey YouTubers, so I'm gonna go straight to the point. I apologize in advance for the vertical recording, but this is how we're starting. So, we're running with it. If you have a traditional, dumb electromechanical washing machine and you are having issues where the drum keeps filling with water, even though you've already tried adjusting or replacing and testing the water level sensor, you know for a fact that this guy, all the connections are clean, they're seated correctly, you've tested it that it mechanically is functioning well. There's nothing wrong with your dial switch that would normally sit on the right side here. And in my situation, to test that everything else is running correctly, I don't have any clogs in the hoses coming out of the wall. When I blow air, putting my mouth directly onto this nozzle here for the water level sensor, the washing machine functions perfectly fine like it's supposed to, and this solenoid chamber, whatever you want to call it, it actuates correctly. Water stops, the machine goes into the next, cyclic position, which is to start the washing process. So if you're having this problem like I am, I was reading some comments on YouTube that mentioned something about an air box or an air chamber. This is your air chamber, air box, whatever you want to call it. So one of the other things that I did for troubleshooting process is to mitigate any leaks in the hoses. In the hose, I added some hose clamps. You can get them at any hardware store. I also trimmed off the end of this piece to make it a little bit tighter. Be careful with that because you're not going to have too much length if you cut it too short, but the hose clamps seem to mitigate and eliminate that potential variable. Now, coming back down to here, there is a small hole at the bottom of this chamber that you cannot see in the video from this angle. But if you take the lid off, which, don't worry, everyone's lids looks like this. This is the lid to the drum itself. I removed it using a long flathead screwdriver. You could also use a plastic pry tool if you have it. You just got to apply some pressure going down, stick the flathead in there, and pry it softly. Take your time with it, go all the way around the ring. All right, now let's go back. The air chamber, if you're looking through here, hopefully I can use this magnet light to the best of my ability. All right, so I'm lighting up the chamber. Hopefully I can catch this on video for you guys. But after I blew compressed air through the tube and tightened it at the bottom to this air chamber, you can barely see it because it's out of focus, but every time I put my mouth on the end of this hose to blow air in reverse through this air chamber, I never witnessed any water coming out, any objects, debris, nothing like that. But when I had grabbed this can of compressed air, forcing it close tightly shut on this hose, or if you can get it onto the air chamber itself, I heard a really slight pop. That must have been debris. Maybe there's a check valve or something similar to it. But ever since I did that, I went back over here, putting my mouth on this air hose. I can clearly, very easily see that water is retreating from the chamber and going back into the big plastic drum. I hope this helps. Let me know what you guys find. As far as a model is concerned, what the hell is this? This is a This is a Whirlpool. This one is made back in 2006. A lot of the washing machines, whether it's Whirlpool or GE, they have a very similar build. So you guys let me know how this works out for you.